Hello everyone, welcome to From London with Love with me, Lin Hussin, on ALB UK TV. Today we are joined by Maria Ahmed, first Omani and GCC national as a certified face yoga instructor. Hello Maria.
Hi, Lin. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being with us today. Maria, I've introduced you as a face yoga instructor. So what is the face yoga? Can you tell us more about it?
Sure. So, face yoga is basically a very ancient practice from traditional Chinese medicine, and it's thousands of years old. It's just that now people are starting to learn about it, and having to be someone that was always a DIY person and someone who always believed in natural methods of aging, I discovered this about 2 to 3 years ago. So face yoga is basically a set of facial exercises and facial massages, which we use as an anti-aging method. It's a holistic, natural method of, technically speaking, utilizing, activating the facial muscles, which we don't use on a regular basis, on a daily basis, to literally uplift the face and give you a youthful appearance, whether it's lines, wrinkles, sagging, and just overall well-being of the face.
So it's for people who are wanting to have I don't know how to say it, but like a better look without chemicals.
Exactly.
That, yeah.
Technically, yeah, you can say that it's non-invasive. It's natural. It's literally how you have, muscles in your body and you exercise those muscles. This is literally the same set of muscles, but you have them on your face. So it's like saying, you have a balloon full of air, and that balloon is literally your skin, and the air underneath is your muscle. So once that air is, let's say, sucked out, how the balloon collapses. It's the same way. The skin's structure is based on how strong your muscles are on the face. And face yoga basically works on those muscles underneath to give us a more youthful, skin and appearance.
So it's enhancing appearances of the face. Is there any other benefits for the face?
Yes, there's so many benefits with face yoga. Actually, I think this is one of the reasons why I decided to teach it as well, because it helps you with sleep. It even massages some of your, brain glands, like the pineal gland. You have the, hormonal changes that it brings because of the massaging of the glands, and, how you hold the face yoga poses. It helps with headaches, migraines, sinuses, posture in general. So it's not just the beauty aspect, but it's also the health benefit of it.
Yeah. Would you be able to show us some of the poses?
Yeah, sure. But then you have to do it with me.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll try to copy it.
Okay, perfect. So this one is basically the cat eyes. You have to use the palm of your hand to hold it against your eyebrows. You push it inwards, okay, upwards and backwards, and then you close your eyes as hard as possible.
I'm gonna fall asleep.
So what this does is basically it gives you a immediate uplift. You hold it for about 30 seconds and then you release. So you kind of feel awake. What it does is that this muscle over here, they all have these Latin names. So this is the orbicularis oculi muscle, which basically helps with lifting your eye area. So this is like if I'm going out or if I'm, I just want that quick pick me up, this is an amazing exercise for that. So, there's different exercises for different parts of the face. And this one
But it is a new thing, right? The face yoga.
It is very new. I mean, in the GCC, like you mentioned, I am the first GCC national to be certified in this. But now, for example, in Central Europe and, those places, it's really coming out. I see that people are really trying to, accept that there is another, alternative to just going under the knife, or, having to go, for example, for invasive procedures. And there are people who actually want to take their time with aging, and they're accepting and they're appreciating this. So now it's really coming up. So I'm very excited to, share this with everyone.
I'm also interested to know more about the health side of it, because when you say it releases stress, especially after maybe a long day. How long you can do the face yoga daily for, to get the benefit out of it?
Sure. So, when I give even my one-to-one classes that are very based on your individual targets and what exactly
Mm,
you're looking for. But primarily, I would say that, because it's so natural, it would take, of course, much longer than any other treatment would. But I would say for myself, after my fall in 2013, my face was left, a bit, it wasn't symmetrical anymore. So it took me about 2 to 3 months to really see results, but the results were so good that I was, I just wanted to share this experience with everyone else. So I would say that certain areas might take longer, certain areas might take less time, but overall, holding the poses, the idea is to bring blood circulation to the face, and there
mm,
are thermographic images that prove that holding face yoga pose for about 30 seconds can actually bring so much blood flow to the face. And what creates collagen, elastin, and oxygenation of the skin, or bring oxygen to the skin, is actually blood circulation. So this is what it primarily does. And of course, other benefits like sleep getting better, massaging the brain glands, and stress relief is because it also cleans your body out of the unnecessary body energy. And because this is derived from traditional Chinese medicine, we also believe that there's a lot of negative energy that is stored
mm.
inside of our organs. And with face yoga, this is also released. So it's a huge science, which is why it took me so long to study it, but it's definitely worth it.
So Maria, you started in face yoga like couple of years ago or 3 years ago. But what's your background? How did you get into the face yoga?
So I, by profession, I run. I basically am a head of a international organization. I am the country HR manager of one of the international organizations, and I've been working with people for over 13, 14 years, and this is something I've always loved doing. That I knew that this working with people was something I always wanted to do. But like I mentioned earlier, that I had this fall back in 2013, which left my face a bit asymmetrical.
Mm,
And I think this is where I kind of discovered my journey with, not being the right candidate. And of course, like I mentioned, that this is not out of judgment, and everyone has their own, way of looking at things and what they want for themselves. But I knew that I wasn't the right candidate for quick fixes. So when I discovered face yoga, I realized that this was something that could, you know, help the broader community, and it really worked for me. I think my overall well-being, everything kind of just really changed with this. So this is how I kind of decided that, I don't want to just be the candidate or practice on myself, but I also want to share it, and I also want to teach other people about it.
I'm aware that you also involved in raising awareness for body positivity and raising awareness of pressure of society. So that's also part of your message.
Correct, yes. So, what I say is that, again, if there's something that works for you, go ahead and do it. This is it's your body, it's your life. But I see that, how social media now has become, there's a lot of positives, but there are a lot of negatives that come with social media as well,
Yeah.
especially for youngsters. I see, high schoolers just coming out of high school and going in right to, the cosmetologist's clinic for, getting a Botox or a filler. And it's become more of a fashion statement than an actual need. And with due respect, of course, like I mentioned, if there was a real problem and if you really didn't feel like you were happy with the way you look, go for it. But my idea is to really educate people that it's okay to age, and it's okay to have wrinkles. It's okay to, you are beautiful in your own skin, and you are unique in whatever skin you are in. And nobody else should tell you how you should look. So I think the right message through social media as well is very important for people, and especially youngsters, to know that you don't have to look perfect and you don't have to look like somebody else. And it's
I
okay
think
to look the way you look, so.
I think it's what you're trying to say is very important, and we are seeing now more in social media. Even models are taking photos of kind of for the Instagram and for friends, and you can see, for example, a perfect photo, perfect lights and angles, and in other photos you
Exactly.
can see lots of like the reality of the photos.
And really, I think a lot of these youngsters don't even know that 90% of the time these are filters.
Mm,
And, life is not about filters. And I think you just start, you kind of get stuck in a rut or in this place where you don't know the difference between reality and, an area that
Mm.
isn't really real, So it gives people a lot of discomfort that, I look different, or I don't have this nose, or I don't have this body, or I don't have these lips. But really, it doesn't matter. And I think this is such an important message for youngsters as well, where, my idea is to even start going to colleges and high schools to give, free workshops on face yoga, and just talking about how you are perfect for your body, and you are perfect the way you were made, and aging is an inevitable truth, and you can still look beautiful, and you can still look good at a certain age without, wondering or without actually thinking that I need to be a specific way, or I need to
Yeah,
be
look
under
in
the
a certain
pressure of
way.
society. Yes.
So are these your aims for the future? You are planning to go more into colleges? You are planning to,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yes.
so tell me more about it.
So I was even actually asked to go outside of Oman. So I was requested to go to Georgia, in Europe, basically to visit one of the colleges, and to basically give this as an academic, hours, where I could potentially talk about face yoga and talk about, this issue in general of self-acceptance, and,
Mm.
just accepting your self-image, and that you are okay, and you are perfect, and you are beautiful. And I think it causes so much of, mental health issues as well, because
Yes.
of course, you have hecklers on social media, you have trolls on social media, you have people making fun of you if you're posting a video, or if you're not looking a certain way. And it's such a broad world out there, and it's so easy to access, and people have access to your lives that they didn't have before. So I think coming out of this, mindset that you don't have to do everything that other people are doing, and you don't have to look a certain way. So really, what my message is, that I want people to know that, you know you don't you are not obliged by anybody to look a certain way. And
Mm.
just the idea of being able to, talk about, still talking about aging, and still talking about aging in a more beautiful way,
Yeah.
is that you can look, the way you want to look, and you can look good without going, in the direction that everybody's going in. And especially with youngsters, I have seen that it's such a it's such an issue right now, and it's
Mm.
it's really sad to see that, you know looks is everything. Looks and the
Yeah.
way I look is everything. And it can be a very scary place to be, because looks are going to fade eventually. And I always say this, and I'm going to say this today as well, that no matter how far you're going to run away from aging, even if your skin is not aging, and if you were to, to reverse that, with chemical intervention, your body is aging,
Mm.
and you are aging with every passing minute. And this is something that you need to accept and embrace.
Yeah.
So this is what I, yeah.
It's very important message. And Maria, I've interviewed aesthetic practitioners, plastic surgeons before, but because everyone have like their own interest, but also in every interview I have, I do want to make the aim or the focus about mental health. Like if you want to do something and you feel you need it, and it's not really affecting you mentally, yeah, you can go for it. But we can't really feel the pressure. It's kind of hidden in a way, but it affects us. It affects us.
Absolutely.
The pressure from society, pressure from the perfection. There's no perfection. That's what
Absolutely.
we're trying always to say. Be kind to yourself.
You're right, Lin, and this is exactly what I'm saying. That, I see that mental health discussions are on the rise right now, but this is such an important aspect of this. Looking a certain way, feeling worthy enough, feeling good enough for,
Mm.
your partner, or feeling good enough for your job, or feeling pretty enough for a specific, And this is exactly why people are getting so deeply involved into. You see cosmetologists' offices full. I have seen it. People are coming up with very cheap versions of Botox and fillers, because it's become such a norm, and it's so normal now
Demand.
that,
It's in demand.
like, it became a business that is just literally booming, because they know the demand is so high.
Mm.
But again, there's a lot of mental health issues that are involved in this as well, because I see people at a certain point don't know where to stop, you know, and
Yeah.
they just go in deeper and deeper, and then this it becomes like a part of who you are, and you lose your identity. And this is what I'm also trying to teach people, that there's not going to be another you ever again. So embrace yourself, um, and love yourself in the skin that you, and take care of your body, because your body is like, it's like your temple. This is where you're going to live for the rest of your life. So uh, this is how I look at it, and this is exactly the message that I want to give people.
And if people are interested in knowing more about what you're doing, where can they find you?
So apart from the face yoga, classes that I give, most of them are now virtual because of the COVID situation. So
Yeah.
I am available for one-on-one sessions. I also do weekly, different topics that people sign up for virtually. So I have my Instagram account called fitfaces.oman, and you can reach out to me through that. I also have my own product line where I sell the highest quality Burmese jade and rose quartz rollers and gua sha stones. So primarily I am active on Instagram, and I'm doing a lot of Zoom sessions at the moment, and I'm quite busy with that, and I'm really overwhelmed with the amount of love and appreciation and support that something like this has been, honestly, from around the world. I have clients from around the world, and it's really nice to see that people are so happy, and they want to accept something like this, although it's been a very difficult thing in the past. So this
Yeah.
is how yeah.
How they can reach you. Tell us more about your product line.
So I did keep two things here. I kind of ran out because as soon as my stocks came, I'm not complaining. It's a really good thing. So this is my own product line. This is the gua sha. So gua sha again is a very old, ancient Chinese medicine tool, which you kind of use for scraping the skin. So what this does is that it releases qi. So qi in Chinese means um, life flowing energy, and this is a very high quality jade stone, which comes from Burma, which is one of the best in the world. So what I've done is that I've kept, of course, first of all, the price is very reasonable because I want everyone to be able to afford it.
Yeah.
And another thing is that these stones have um, healing energies and healing properties. So they even help with not just the wrinkles, but even feelings of good energy. Then I have the roller, which is basically
I'm
for
seeing
the
rollers
lymphatic
quite a
drainage.
lot in social media, similar to
Yes.
it. Tell me
Yeah,
more
I'm telling
about
you,
it.
Lin,
How can
people
we
love
use
it.
it?
Yeah. It helps with headaches. It helps with like lymphatic drainage. All the swelling on the face. One day you wake up in the morning and you're completely swelling.
Yeah.
And these stones are naturally very cold as well, so they really help with detoxifying. I have the rose quartz, which is basically the stone of love. It helps to calm the mind, and just overall, it's good for your skin, for your lymphatic system, for your mind, for it helps you sleep better. It just helps you feel good overall. So this is my way of sort of also giving back to society in a way that it's cruelty free, it's natural, and it's good for you. So I'm hoping to have more of my product lines launched in the future, and for now I am doing worldwide shipping as well. So
Mm.
exact same place you can reach me on fitfaces.oman.
Yeah. Your last message for people, because I enjoyed listening to you talking about body positivity, and I want to finish the show with you by your own message to the viewers.
So my message would really just be that love yourself, and do not let anyone else dictate who you want to be or what you want to look like. There are alternatives to you looking beautiful, the way you want to age in a more beautiful way, and it is possible. And again, like I mentioned earlier, there's never going to be another you. And I really want everyone to start thinking in this way, that we were born in a certain way, and aging is an inevitable truth, and it's going to be with us for the rest of our lives, and every passing second we're aging. But you can age beautifully, and it is possible to look good at 50, 60, 70, whatever the age may be, and it's never too late to start. So just love yourself, and there's never going to be another you, and you are unique in your own way, in your own skin, and you are beautiful in the way you are.
Maria, thank you so much for being with me today.
Thank you so much, Lin, for having me.
I don't want the show to finish. You talk in a very calm way. You made the person in front of you feeling calm and enjoying listening to you. I wish you all the best, and I'm looking forward to hopefully in the future have another interview and talk about where's the next stage of face yoga.
Thank you, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me, and it was really nice. It was really a nice, experience for me as well. Just having to share this with people, I'm very happy. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And for you, my lovely viewers, see you next week with another episode of From London with Love.